few seats. Well, let me first start off by saying what a great day to be a Ranger. I want to thank everybody for being here. This is a wonderful time, and we're really excited to be able to do this. I've seen a few people I would like to introduce and welcome a few special guests. We have Senator Roland Peterson here, right there, and his wife Terry. So thank you for coming. Let's give him a round of applause. And if you know State Regent Jeff Hickman, I think he is planning on being here, but sometimes he is fashionably late, so you want to recognize him. What a water facility we're standing in here today. Opened in 1966, Cunningham Hall is a 3-level women's residence that accommodates approximately 300 students. Our suites include private bathrooms, shower, 3 rooms, and every surface was touched here within this renovation. So from flooring, furniture, showers, everything. And I think you'll see it's just a wonderful facility. There are a few people that I want to thank that had a big part in this renovation. First, I want to say thank you to Roy and Matt Easley from Easley Associates, who did our design project. And also with us, a longtime partner that does a lot of our dorm projects, Crossland Construction, Cecil Tarter, right there, gave us this wonderful updated building. So let's give them a round of applause. Next, I want to say how exciting it is for me and for the administrative team to be able to honor Dr. Cunningham. So when you talk about Northwestern, you're always going to talk about Dr. Cunningham. She served as the 19th president of Northwestern for 16 years. In all, she served the university in various positions for 40 years until her retirement in June of 22. President Cunningham is also the second alum and the first to serve as president at this university. The impact that she has made here is endless. Whether we're talking about academic programs with our new DMP, new facilities, all the renovations that have been done over her time as president, athletics moving to NCAA Division II, she's influenced the university in such a positive way. But more importantly, if you know her, and I know all of you do, she had a passion and a love for our students, for the faculty and staff, administrative team, and this community. She's a great leader, a great mentor, a great friend. She's our family, and she'll always be our family. So I cannot be more pleased to have this facility named Cunningham Hall in her honor, so her legacy will continue on here at Northwestern. And if you haven't noticed, and there were so many people here, I had to go look for it, but we have a wonderful picture of her right as you walk in. So Dr. Cunningham, congratulations and thank you for everything you've done. Now it is my I really thought I was going to get through that, but I did not. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our next 2 speakers. Both are here to represent our RUSO board. So please help me welcome Regents Connie Riley and Jay McDermott.
I'm going to go first, and then I'm going to let Jane take over. We're not going to do a comedy routine like that. We could, but we're not going to. I'd like to say it's wonderful to be here today. I think Janet Cunningham became president the year before I was appointed to the board. So, as I've said before, Janet and I grew up together. Janet, it has been one of my biggest delights to have an opportunity to get to know you. I know you, and I can't say enough things about you. I was brought to this dorm by President Cunningham and walked up when they were starting the remodel. And I saw the before and I saw what they were doing for the after, and I was very impressed. I always said that President Cunningham, throughout her 16 years, always made her decisions based upon the students. Now, I will say I think a little tiny bit of this renovation was inspired by, and I hate that we've lost him, Mike Mitchell. Because every Regents meeting, Mike would say, "What about the dorms, Janet? What about the dorms?" And so I always said that President Cunningham did everything for the students and a little bit of this for Mike Mitchell. And we do miss Mike. I know that President Cunningham's the kind of person, she's retired from her career, but President Cunningham never retires in life. And I know that she's making a huge impact on her family and her community, and I know that she will continue at one point to make a big impact on higher ed like she already has. And I know that she will continue, even though she has retired, to impact the lives of thousands of students here at Northwestern Oklahoma State University. Look at this dorm. Look what this dorm is going to do for those kids. So Janet, congratulations. There's not a building on this campus that deserves a name more than you. Again, thank you for giving me the opportunity to get to know you, and congratulations, this is well done.
What a wonderful act to follow. As Regent Riley represents our regional universities always at the highest level. So again, on behalf, I think I want to say on behalf of all the girls that ever lived in South We should have named this Cunningham Hall a little sooner. No, what a wonderful, wonderful day, and a beautiful upgrade to something that if these walls could talk, they would tell a lot of wonderful stories about our wonderful lives right here at Northwestern. So again, in honor of your family, the Cunningham name, I should have put a little Erickson in there.
Yes.
But I want to say congratulations to you and your beautiful family, what you represent not only to the red and black, but to the community of Alva as well. We're proud to be here this day, and more importantly, we are proud to be Rangers. So again, congratulations. What a beautiful day, and I can't talk too much or I'm going to act like Dr. Hanford.
Well, good morning, like it's been said so many times before. I'm Matt Adair, and I want to also join President Hannaford, Regent Riley, Regent McDermott in welcoming you to our new Cunningham Hall. It's long been said that a house is made of brick and stone, but a home is made from love alone. Well, Cunningham Hall is certainly a home. It's designed and inspired to offer modern elegance, beauty, and amenities in a welcoming, supporting, and encouraging environment. My job here at Northwestern, I serve as the Assistant Dean of Student Affairs, and every day I get to work with the amazing people that comprise our university housing program. I could talk forever about how much this facility means to me and to us, but I'm sure that you would rather hear it from someone whose impact is much more personal, from someone who is currently a resident of Cunningham Hall, someone who calls this house their home. At this time, please welcome a standout student from Northwestern Oklahoma State University, an aspiring educator, and a current resident of Cunningham Hall, Ms. Shayna Miller.
Thank you guys. Good morning. As he said, my name is Shayna Miller and I'm from Tuttle, Oklahoma. So if you don't know where that's at, that's around Oklahoma City. So I'm a little away from home. I'm also an English education major here and I'm looking forward to graduating this coming December. So cannot wait to start teaching. I started school at NWOSU in the fall of 2020 and I know that year automatically conjures thoughts of quarantine, masks, and maybe even fear. Starting college in such an unforgiving and chaotic year was a challenge because no one knew what would happen once we stepped foot in the dorms and classrooms. I'll admit that first year was rough. I struggled to make friends, and with masks and few campus events, it was very difficult. However, one of the highlights of my first years at Northwestern was being a part of the President's Leadership class. PLC was where I was first introduced to Dr. Cunningham, and I was able to make friends through that. Being under her instruction was one of the most beneficial things I had the opportunity to do at this school. She is knowledgeable in so many things, and she carries herself with an unmatched grace that I can only hope to achieve one day. Just from the short time I've known her, Dr. Cunningham has been the face of Northwestern, and she is so deserving of this dedication. As many of you know, the residents of Cunningham Hall were living in Coronado Hall temporarily until the dorm was finished. The housing staff, including the head residents and RAs, were flexible during this stressful time, so thank you housing staff and RAs for your help and resilience. As we began finalizing the times to move over into their rooms, it was so motivating as an RA to see the thrill on students' faces as they came into the new dorm for the first time. Of course, new buildings come with fun surprises. When we first moved over to Cunningham Hall, the fire alarms went off at least twice a week for at least 2 weeks. This means two things. One, our new fire safety system definitely works, and two, our students will definitely know what to do in case there should ever be an emergency. God forbid that, of course. All jokes aside, the renovations and updates to Cunningham Hall makes it feel more like home. Though I don't live too far away, I still get homesick, but thanks to the project, I'm able to feel as though Northwestern, and more specifically, Cunningham Hall, is my home. I also know that many other residents feel the same. Hearing the laughter and joy from the residents as I'm doing rounds or heading to class is a reminder of how lucky we are to be a part of such a tight-knit community who cares for its students. Thank you to those who made these renovations and updates possible and for giving us girls a home away from home. Both myself and the other residents are grateful for the time, effort, and money given to benefit the residents of Cunningham Hall. Dr. Cunningham, thank you for your years of service to this school and the example you set for those who are to follow you. They are very big shoes to fill. We are so happy that you are getting time to spend with your family. We definitely miss you on campus, but again, we are very happy for you. We wish the best for you, and thank you again for everything you've given to the school. Thank you.
Well, at this time, it is my great honor and privilege to introduce to all of us the leader behind the inspiration of the upgrade to this amazing facility, and someone who knows that this hall is more than just the brick and the wood and the mortar that hold it together. But this has been a place where thousands of Rangers have, and thanks to her leadership and inspiration, thousands of Rangers will come to pursue their dreams, meet their friends, and make lifelong memories. Ladies and gentlemen, the namesake of our building and our former president, Dr. Janet.
Well, I don't even know if I'll get through to it. We'll try. I have a lot of family here today, and they support me all the time. Rick, you have to stand. I have my 3 sons, and there were a couple of wives here today, Brett and Casey, Tanner and Aaron, and Drew. Would you all please stand? I have a couple of grandkids, Brooklyn and Zay. So would you guys Jane, Chloe, and Lennox live in Edmond, and we didn't think it was a good idea to take them out of school all day, so they're darn they're in Edmond. I also have some extended family. I have my brother and his wife, Donna and Leon Erickson, and I think their daughter Emily is here. Stand up. This is your time. My sister-in-law, Carol. Carol is right back there in the back row. My sister Leanne, didn't you live in South?
Yes.
South Hall, and some of her children, some of her girls lived in South Hall. So, and I have two of my very best friends that came today, Brenda and Kathy. And of course, my Northwestern family, who means so much to me. Thanks all of you for being here today. I talked to Senator Peterson, and he told me, he said, you know, I think the last time I was here in the South is when I was picking up a date. Now, it wasn't my wife. She was in Oklahoma Hall. So, cat's out of the bag. Dr. Bakey's going to talk here in a minute, and I'm sure when he found out about this being named Cunningham Hall, probably all he could say was, gosh, 10 letters? Smith or Jones or Reed or something like that. But, you know, sorry. Full 10 letters. I am so humbled and honored to have this building named after me, and so fitting that a lot of girls would get the opportunity to attend college and have this be their home. Roy Easley, our architect who helped with this and has helped with so many projects on campus. When we first started talking about this, it was, you know, we need to get this done. We have some ARPA funds, and we have this, and we have that, and can we make it work? And oh my gosh, it was the way we always do things, squeezing every dollar, but trying to make it as absolutely as nice as we can. And thank you, Roy, for your work. And our contractor, I think he was here. Oh, yes, there you are, Cecil. You've worked with us on several projects, and you know how we work at Northwestern. We get the most bang for the buck, and I know Dr. Hannaford is going to continue that. So it turned out lovely, and I think they're going to have a tour of some rooms if you want to see that, what these girls actually live in. But thanks so much to all of you for being, oh, and I forgot, I just saw the family member sitting over to my left, Rick's sister, my sister-in-law, Vicki. Anything else related to the, oh, okay, Mark Zadarozny is a new nephew-in-law. There's a lot of family here today. So thank you again. Thank you to the senior staff of thinking of this idea. I can't think of anything that could make me happier than this. And it's just, it's wonderful. And this building, as they said, was built in 1965. I think the girls moved in first in 1966. It's fun to look at the old pictures. But think about that, how long this building has already served. And, you know, some places might have torn it down and started over, but we made it better. So thank you all so much. Appreciate you all being here today.
I do want to expand just a little bit on what President Cunningham said. It wasn't quite as easy to put all those numbers together as you made it sound. And the other point I did want to make, in looking at renovation versus building a brand new facility, a huge significant savings in doing that. And when the building was built in the 60s, this is a very, very structurally sound building. Many of our buildings are on our campus. So as you look at doing the renovations, what President Cunningham had at the heart was not to cut corners that the girls would see when they moved in here. And I think that was part of our focus. And as she said, thanks to Roy and to Crosslands for helping us work through several weeks of pain and suffering to get to that bottom line. And then to everybody during the summer that was patient, and as was mentioned earlier, we weren't able to move in on the first day of school in August, and our students were able to help us out by moving into some of the other dorms as we finish up this project. But I think we have a building and a facility here that will serve several generations of folks down the road. Closing comments, we will have in just a couple of minutes a ribbon cutting, and I'll ask that our visiting regents, our contractors, our architect, and the Cunningham family join us in the back. We'll cut a ribbon. At that point then, the facility is open for tours. Ladies in the back, if you'll raise your hands, we have some tour guides that will take you through some of the rooms. You can see where our residents are living. For those of you that haven't been in the facility since the remodel has taken place, please spend a few minutes and look at all of the upgrades that our residents will be enjoying. We also have some refreshments right by the door, and there was a guest book. If you didn't sign it on your way in, please do so. But feel free to visit with family and friends. Enjoy your time here, and that officially ends our ceremony. Thank you for coming.